Sorry for the wait, Tom. We're a little short-staffed today, said Buddy, the manager, in a warm and familiar voice, as he placed the plate of sloppy joe in front of Tom. Tom beamed at the sight of the toasted buns holding the meat sauce and the coleslaw. He was a creature of habit. He had been ordering the same sandwich every week since before his hair was gray. Please don't mention this to my wife. The doctor has me on a low cholesterol diet. Buddy made a gesture with his hand as if to lock his mouth with a key. He gently rested his hand on Tom's shoulder. I'll get you some more napkins. He gave him a friendly smile and left Tom alone with his vice. Tom tucked the napkin carefully under his collar. A single drop of sauce on his shirt would have betrayed him. He picked up the sandwich and took a big bite. The familiar crunch of the toasted bun, the richness of the sauce, and the tang of the coleslaw came together exactly the way he remembered. Tom closed his eyes and breathed deep. When he opened them, he noticed a woman in her 30s sitting a few booths away, a plate with a sloppy joe in front of her as well. She took a small bite and chewed it. She gave the sandwich a half smile, savoring the flavor. Tom couldn't help witnessing her first time experiencing his favorite sandwich. She looked up and saw him watching her. He called out, "Next time, ask them for Tom's special," but his voice was swallowed by the sudden screech of brakes outside. Somewhere near the counter, someone gasped. The windows filled with white light. Tom squinted his eyes. When he opened them, the woman was standing near his booth. She leaned in slightly and said in a gentle voice, "Do you mind if I join you? I don't like eating by myself." Tom gave her a nod and gestured to the seat in front of him, a warm invitation. The leather made squeaking noises as she settled in at his booth. "So what do you think?" he asked, as the unofficial ambassador of the sandwich. "Best sloppy joes I've ever had," she replied. He repeated himself. "Next time, ask them for Tom's special. It has coleslaw on it. It's not on the official menu. It's a secret item for the more sophisticated patrons," Tom said proudly with boyish charm. He lifted the sandwich to his mouth with his pinky finger sticking out. She paused and looked at him like she had a revelation. "That's genius," she said. "Where are my manners? I'm Tom." He started to extend his hand but stopped himself. Instead, he half saluted her with his sandwich. She mimicked his salute. "Tom? The Tom?" She gave him a warm smile. "It's nice to meet you, Tom. I'm Beth." Her voice was soothing. Beth chuckled. "You have a sandwich named after you?" "I don't think I've ever met anyone with a sandwich named after them." "I might have to get your autograph." She pointed to his blazer. "You're looking sharp. What's the occasion?" "I'm attending my granddaughter's piano recital today." He beamed with pride. "I taught her to play what I knew, but now she's better than I ever was." He sighed. "My little peanut is growing up too fast. When she was a baby, I'd hold her in my arms, all bundled up. She looked like a peanut." The name stuck. "That's cute. She's lucky to have a grandpa like you," said Beth. Tom took another bite. A small drop of sauce mixed with the creamy coleslaw dripped onto his napkin. He had hardly finished swallowing when he said, "I wish I could eat this every day, but my wife..." He gently shook his head as if to say she would not approve. Beth wiped her mouth with her napkin and said, Would you like to hear a joke? Tom's eyes widened. Yes, please. I love a good joke. Beth leaned close. An elderly man passes away and finds himself in heaven. An angel shows him a table so long it seemed to go on forever. It had all of his favorite food. The angel tells him he can enjoy the feast. The old man looks around and asks, "Where's the low cholesterol food?" The angel laughs and tells him that in heaven, he doesn't have to worry about cholesterol or calories. The old man grows more and more upset. The angel asks him, "What's the matter?" He yells, "If it wasn't for my wife's darn kale smoothies, I could have been up here 10 years ago." Tom let out a loud laugh. He wiped away a tear. "You know, my wife does make me drink those awful green smoothies every day." Beth looked down at the table. "She loves you very much. She'll be okay." Tom looked puzzled. "What's that, dear?" He suddenly noticed how quiet it was. Buddy's Diner was never this quiet. He had been coming here for 30 years, yet it felt unfamiliar. There was no jukebox playing, no buzzing of conversations. Curious, Tom pushed himself out of the booth. He stood up and looked around. But there was nobody. They were all alone. There was a noticeable change. He felt light, almost weightless. He turned to Beth, who was standing next to him now. He looked up at her, his eyes wide in disbelief. He knew. "What about Peanut? I promised her," he pleaded. Beth rested her hand on his shoulder. "I know." She reached into her pocket and pulled out a clip with folded notes in it. She gingerly placed some money on the table. "This one's on me," she said. Tom gently tugged the napkin from his collar and placed it next to the money. Beth adjusted his tie for him. "Come, you don't want to miss this." She held his hand and they walked out of the diner. He found himself standing in the back of the school gymnasium, which was converted to a theater that night, with rows of chairs filled with family members of the children performing. The spotlight shone on his granddaughter and the grand piano in the center of the stage. She looked beautiful and played even more beautifully. As he watched, he noticed someone that kept turning around to look at the door. It was his wife, sitting next to an empty seat.